The race to succeed Babajide Sanwo-Olu as Lagos State Governor is intensifying, with aspirants in the All Progressives Congress APC stepping up efforts before the deadline set by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for party primaries. Reports indicate that key party figures, including Governor Sanwo-Olu, members of the State Executive Council and Council Chairmen, have endorsed the State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat as the party's candidate for the 2027 elections. Okay, Mikhail, now when you see all of this, the Lagos State...
I think they need to give us the video.
Okay.
That's the essence of something like this. The producer should find us the video of this.
Okay.
Wow. So this was...
Gentlemen of the press, thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, see guys.
Okay, now we saw that. Now you see the governor, the council chairman, political.
Entire state apparatus.
Well, I want to know what track record or quality makes Kadri Obafemi Hamzat the preferred choice by all of these leaders?
Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, if you ask me, is the most qualified today to be governor of Lagos State.
Tell me.
And he did not suddenly become the most qualified. He's been the most qualified even before now.
Even before now?
Yes.
8 years ago.
I say it with my clear eyes. He is urbane.
He's calm.
He has humility. He has candor. And above all, he has capacity. Because if you do not have capacity, I will not support you for a job like this. He has capacity. I started taking Obafemi Hamzat seriously in the year 2006 when we had the budget, the census. We had the census, and at that time, Lagos, he was the commissioner for science and technology.
Okay.
You know, he was working abroad. Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought him home to serve his country, to serve his state. He was working in the US. Obafemi Hamzat led what looked like a counter-census.
Okay.
They wanted to know
The true figures.
the true figures. So as they were doing the national census, Lagos
was doing
under the leadership of Obafemi Hamzat was conducting its own census.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, the census that they conducted showed a different figure.
Oh, the discrepancy.
Yes, to the figures,
National.
to the national figures. But one thing was clear, that Lagos is the most densely populated state in Nigeria.
Okay.
The census at that time came up with some interesting
Figures.
outcomes.
Demographics.
But at the end of the day, we have something that planners can use. It came up with something that planners can use. You now know the demographics.
Yes.
You have a good grip on the demographics. You know what you need for
The youthful population.
in terms of infrastructure needs and all that. So this was what he did. It was a road that was given to him, and he did it in a very, very impressive manner. So it was at that point I started taking more than a passing interest in this man, and I've never been disappointed. You interview is a fantastic interview material. Speaks eloquently, It's bright.
With figures.
It's bright, yes. And when people were saying, oh, in Lagos, the polling units were disrupting, they didn't stop people from voting. It was one who came to tell us that, look, the percentage of polling units that were affected. I don't think it was even up to 1%.
No, it's not. It's a 0.
Margin of error.
That has no bearing.
Yeah, so it had no effect, no impact on the outcome of the election.
All right, Biko, let's take you there, you know, when this endorsement happened.
To formally inform Mr. Governor of his intention to contest for a seat of the governorship position of the state. And I'm sure you can see that all the entire cabinet members are also here, and we're blessing, and it's been a very warm family meeting. And at the end of the day, you know, it's consultation that we are doing, and it was unanimous with all of us in that room. I'm honored and privileged that they're giving me this honor to inform me and to use the opportunity to thank our father, our leader, Mr. President, who saw the vision 8 years ago to say that, Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy, both of you, I see you on the long run.
Okay, GKB, Governor Sanwo-Olu with the party leaders and also commissioners. What does this signify? What does this signal?
It signifies that Dr. Hamzat is a man of the people. He's a true party man.
Okay.
Because that's very important. Some of the candidates coming up were being disqualified solely because they were not good party men. And that's very important in a state like Lagos, because we're talking about 22 million people that you have to carry along at any given time. And just like Jide said, and to add to that, after the census, you also started what they call Lastra. That's when you are a Lagos resident. You can apply for an ID card. Okay. And once you are in the system, there are certain privileges,
some benefits, that
will come to you, which has not been done in order, because I thought that by now, all other states will have something similar that they can use for planning. Do not also forget that when he brought the Orion system that sought out the ghost workers in Lagos State, some countries are yet to adopt it. That's how foresighted it was.
Oracle.
Or the Oracle.
Oracle.
Some countries are yet to adopt the Oracle system. Even the Oracle people are having doubts. It was he who said, when I take this to Lagos, we'll remove the chinks. It was hard in the beginning, but today Lagos has the lowest number of ghost workers in the country. That's why people say Lagos is making money, and it's also the one who taught us, you remember, just like Jide said, because I know the man, so I can't deny. When people were talking about Lagos state budgets and how fantastic it was, that Lagos is generating, said, look, the entire money you are talking about is not up to the money for the fire department of New York. And the same money for less than 7,000 people is what the governor to use for 22 million. So when you look at the money and then you look at what the money is going to go for, and everybody realizes the fact that it's true. Because it's like somebody comparing Ghana with us, said, or the Republic of Benin, and said they have lights or they have electricity every day. And then we are 230 million people. They are less than 40. If you give us 5, whatever we generate, and you give it to them, it will be enough. To us, it's a drop in the ocean. So that's what I agree with Jide. Hamzat is the man for the job because it continues the legacy from 1999 moving to the future. That to me is key because the Lagos system is working, no matter what anybody says.
Because does this signify unity in the party for all the party leaders, the commissioner, all endorsing Obafemi Hamzat?
I believe that they know him sufficiently. Okay. They work with him. Nobody wants a governor who treat party leaders shabbily, whose doors will not be open to party leaders. Okay. Party leaders can't work for you to win an election and then you start treating them like they are next to nothing. No. They know him. They know he's an humble person. They know his life is an open book. They know he's welcoming in every way, and they know his capacity. They know what he's capable of doing. The whole of Lagos is in his head. When you start talking to Hamzat, you mention a particular place that you saw a bad road. Once you describe the road, he will tell you where it is.
Really?
Yes, I've done that before. I've done that before. He said, oh, that is in Tolu. I didn't give him the whole
Yes.
Yes. I just wanted to test his knowledge of the geography of Lagos. And he
didn't disappoint.
No. He just told me, it must be this place. This is the problem we have in those. I believe that it will make a good governor. And in terms of roads, Lagos will benefit tremendously from Kadri Hamzat governorship because he's been there before. He's been there before. He worked with Fashola. Even when Fashola went to Abuja, he was with him, along with my senior at the university, who was the chief press secretary to the Hakim Bello. Okay. The man Fashola nicknamed Al Jazeera. You know? So they know him. They know that he's the best man for the job. I'm not saying it
and don't forget
to diminish other people.
The tech hubs.
You know? I'm not saying this to diminish other people who are qualified. There are so many people qualified for this job. Okay. But I'm saying that he's the best for the job.
Okay,
because you have to look at the capacity and look at how much experience he's garnered. He's worked now for the last 3 governors of Lagos State.
Oh, that's true.
You understand? He's worked for he's worked for 3 governors. He's worked for 3 governors. 3 of the past 4 governors of Lagos State. He's worked for them. He worked for Bola Tinubu, who brought him from the US. He worked for Fashola. Now he worked for Sanwo-Olu now. You know, and each and every one of them can attest to his competence and capacity. So, which is what we need.
Talking about qualified persons, there were some names that have been, thrown here and there. Now that this endorsement has happened, what will happen to them? What would you advise them? Should they step down or?
They will fall in line, ultimately.
They will fall in line?
As far as the party is concerned. I'm not talking about the other parties. I'm talking about within the party APC. They will ultimately fall in line. Because this is a system that has been tried and tested for 20-something years. It has worked. People keep forgetting that to bring in Fashola at a point was a tug of war. Because in the Tinubu cabinet were people who are so certain that they were the chosen ones.
And Fashola was not a politician.
The same thing happened when they brought in Ambody. So there will be people who resist. Ultimately, everybody will fall in line. So I don't forget, he's also the poster child for the Justice Forum. So that's a very formidable part.
His father used to be the leader.
All right, Biko, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's a popular choice. It's a popular choice. And he will win the election hands down.
You're saying this with confidence?
Yes. I don't like predicting election until like 3 days to the election. I can predict this one today. That Hamzat will win the election with an audacious margin.
Audacious?
He will win with an audacious landslide. This is my prediction. You can bring it up after the election. Let's talk.
Definitely. We'll talk
compare
about
notes after the election.
We'll compare
because I know when you have a good candidate, if it is grassroots, Hamzat is there. Look at what became second behind Ambody in the primary election. Go and check the votes that he recorded. Go and check. he didn't have official backing. Oh. The other person had official backing. Yet he still put up a commendable performance. So now if he has to contest, and with all of these people
behind him.
You know, in the last governorship election,
yes,
Sanwo-Olu's votes were 2 times the votes of other people in the contest with him.
Okay.
Yes. Go and check what Jandor and what's that other one's name? The Labour Party. Go and check their votes. Tally their votes together and then multiply it by 2. Sanwo-Olu's votes were higher. Hamzat's votes will be higher than that. So if Sanwo-Olu's votes doubled these people's votes, then expect Hamzat's votes to probably triple the votes of those who
because the structures are there.
And it's even a little easier now because one of the people who contested against him back then is in the APC. He lost by a huge margin, but now he's in the APC. I don't know whether he will contest, but it doesn't matter. If all of these people, the power people, if they are all behind you, going into a contest, there's no need. It will be a walk in the park. It will be a route. It will be a route. The kind of people who have said, this is who I want. The moment Faleke posted that thing on social media, I said, this guy is the next governor. And even the speaker, you know, that many people thought would also contest, he came home to say, I've been to Abuja, this is what
everybody will fall in line.
So who will not fall in line? I see him getting this on the basis of consensus. Just the way Yayi
also
got it in Ogun State. And I think both of them, Yayi in Ogun and Hamzat in Lagos, they will be terrific governors because they had tested performance.
Yes. All right, gentlemen, it's a fine place for us to leave it. GKB.
Nice to be back home.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Nigeria.